If you're on YouTube and your channel is not growing, I have some very important things to tell you because I see this too often. People with underperforming channels where they post videos and then wonder why they're not getting traction. Sure, they're using AI. They're following all the tips and advice the experts are telling. They're following trends and using great hooks and even hiring people on Fiverr to design their thumbnail, but they're not seeing results. Their videos sit there with 47 views. And if that number hits a little close to home for you, stay with me because this video is exactly where everything that will help gets broken down step by step. I mean, there's people who keep showing up in your feed. They don't have more talent than you. They're not smarter than you. Yet somehow, they're getting their videos in front of the right people way more often. Not random views, hundreds of views, thousands of views from people who actually care about what they're saying and watching for longer than 23 seconds. And the reality here, the difference between you and them, well, it's not what you think. In fact, most people on YouTube make simple mistakes and they don't even realize the difference it makes. I'm starting my 4th year with my own channel on YouTube, and I want to be authentic with you. It's been hard. I've come to a lot of uncomfortable realizations. I've had to work through pivots that wouldn't have been necessary if someone had guided me from the start, instead of thinking I could figure it out on my own. I made a lot of mistakes. I didn't necessarily follow a plan. I listened to people with marginal advice. I copied strategies that seemed logical from people who I thought were credible, but it didn't always help me. Now, I hope what I'm saying right now is resonating with you. If you felt this way or been down this road, then this next part is very important because what happened is I stopped trying to hack the system and I started to master the system. And when I did, it's when things started working for me. I was able to grow over 100,000 subscribers. I got a silver play button and my credibility took off and I started getting more client opportunities. And yet here's the part I don't hear enough people talk about. Looking back now, I wish I would have focused on YouTube years earlier. I would be so much further ahead today because there's no platform in the world that even comes close to the reach and exposure that YouTube has. So at the start of this year, I decided to prove something, that finding success on YouTube isn't about luck. It's not about your age or your niche or when you started. I mean, what if the reason you're not growing as fast as you want to doesn't have to do with those things? I started this channel, the one you're watching right now, from scratch. 0 views, 0 subscriber, no cross promotion whatsoever. I haven't even told my family or friends, and I only work on the weekends. Put in about 15 hours a month to create 2 long-form videos. And I'm doing this intentionally to prove that when you have a plan, a solid strategy, YouTube will reward you. And if you think you don't have enough time or that you're starting too late or it's oversaturated, this part should matter to you more than anything else. It's why I'm doing this, because I don't want to be the talking head that says just post or the guy that tells you this has some kind of easy mode. I want to be on the journey with you, the ups, the downs, the viewer behaviors, and the algorithm changes, step by step as we build together and prove to the doubters that this YouTube thing works for anyone. This video was inspired by a conversation this last week where I was asked, what are the most important foundational things a channel needs to get right? And when I thought this through, something became very clear to me. Most creators skipping the fundamentals. So grab your note card and a pen or pause the video where you need to. I'm going to be moving fast because if you actually implement even half of what I'm about to tell you, you'll be ahead of the majority of people on YouTube. Optimizing your channel is critically important. It should be the foundational element in a YouTube strategy. So here are 10 things you can do right now, today, to give yourself the best possible chance for success. And yes, some of this might surprise you, even if you've had a channel for a while. Number 1, channel keywords. These are not video keywords. These live in your channel setting. This is the first place YouTube looks to understand what your channel is all about. You get 500 characters. Tell YouTube exactly what your channel provides to a viewer. And this is where I see so many people completely waste the opportunity. They either leave it half empty, or it was filled out 5 years ago, or they're so vague that YouTube has no idea who to show their channel to. For example, channel keywords like exercise or diet are practically meaningless. There are millions of channels using those terms. You need to be specific. Instead of exercise, say Pilates training for women. Instead of diet, say how to lose body fat. The more specific you are, the easier it is for YouTube and Google to match your channel with the right people. And once you understand this, a lot of things about the algorithm start to make sense. This is where AI becomes incredibly powerful. And it doesn't matter what AI you use. Prompt it to generate 500 characters of the best channel keyword based on your specific target persona and value statement. And if you don't know what those are, go back and watch my last video. By the way, if you need help with this or anything else in this video, we can schedule a 30-minute call. I'll walk you through it in real time and help get you moving forward quickly. We can drill down your best keywords or anything else you want to talk about. Number 2, the file name. This one is so simple, and I'm shocked by how many people skip it. Your file name matters. Before YouTube analyzes your description or tags or caption, it looks at the metadata in your file name. I always name any video I'm going to upload to my channel the same or very close to the actual title of what the video is about. It takes about 20 seconds, so if you're not doing it, you're leaving some easy optimization on the table. See, YouTube looks for alignment across all signals. Your file name, your title, your description, the words you say, and the graphics in your video. When everything points to the same topic, the overall relevance of your videos gets reinforced. Number 3, video title. This is where I made some massive mistakes early on. I used generic titles that didn't pull a defined audience. I didn't give YouTube a clear signal of who it's for. Your title needs to do 2 things. It needs to be specific and it needs to create curiosity without exaggerating or misleading. For example, instead of how to grow on YouTube, I would say how most creators sabotage their own growth. The exact same topic. It's the same script, but a much stronger pull. And this is exactly how you tell YouTube who the video is for. By the way, it's 2026. Clickbait doesn't work like it used to. It frustrates people. And if they feel they've been tricked, they bounce right off, and that hurts your watch time. So when you title your videos, be clear, be direct, tell the viewer exactly what they're going to get, and then deliver on that. Number 4. Thumbnail text. This is one of the biggest drop-off points that I see on YouTube channel. Tiny fonts, too many words, just visual clutter. Here's what you need to remember. YouTube scans everything in your thumbnail. The text, the placement, the colors, the fonts. So the best practice here to use fewer words and make it easily readable, as if someone was holding their phone like 4 feet away. Make it trigger an emotion and have whatever you write support the video title. And remember, this matters more than perfect packaging because clickability always wins. A thumbnail that gets clicked is a video that gets watched. And if you need help with thumbnail design, I'm happy to make suggestions. And if we end up working together, I'll give you full access to the team I use. They do great work and it won't break the bank. Go to ninthambition.com to learn more. Number 5, the description. There's no excuse anymore for not doing this right. Use your AI. Prompt it to write an SEO optimized 5-sentence description based on the video script and incorporating your target persona. Then rewrite it in your voice if you have to. Make it conversational, natural, just like you would talk to a friend at Starbucks. It's best to think about your audience as a single target persona and write your description to be meaningful, something that creates a connection to that individual. The first 2 sentences of the description matter the most. After that, expand into the benefits that a viewer gets. Website links, CTAs, and your strategic chapters. Again, be human. It shouldn't sound robotic or too polished. You know what I mean. Number 6, the transcript. YouTube transcribes everything you say. That's why when you upload a video, it sits there for a few minutes and says processing. It's going through every word of the audio file. Analyze exactly what you're saying. Their AI even scans to know the context, such as pacing, mannerisms, whatever else is on the screen. So, knowing that, when you're doing a final review on your script, ask your AI to incorporate your channel keywords here and there. Or if you don't have a script, have your keywords printed out and use them occasionally while you're talking. Again, be natural here. Don't put keywords where they don't belong. Talk as you normally would, but don't forget to have your keywords sprinkled in throughout the video. It's another big opportunity so many people don't take advantage of. Number 7, tags. Now, I've listened to many people on YouTube say tags are not important. But here's one thing I know about anything owned by Google. If they give the option, they serve a purpose, even if it's nothing more than categorizing your video. I typically start with a mix of my channel keywords, then move to variations that are specific to the video itself when making tags. This is where your AI can be invaluable. Ask for the 25 most relevant tags for your video script or transcription of your video, and then pick the best ones. Find the tags that deliver the message you're hoping to deliver. Remember, don't be too general or generic. Think about the best SEO and what a person might be searching for to find a solution to their problem. Number 8, category. Let's stop right here. I hope you're taking notes or stopping the video while you look at your own channel. If you do this, what we're talking about here, you'll be in the top 10% of people on YouTube. Category was a mystery to me for the longest time, but I learned through loading a few hundred videos that it does make a difference. Category is where it says education, how to, or people and blogs, etc. What I've learned is don't stick with just one category for every single video on your channel. I look at each video's topic and then make a decision for that video. For example, a video that teaches something concrete, such as this video right here. The best category is education. However, for another video, let's say where I'm talking about going from 1,000 to 100,000 subscribers, and it's about my personal journey, that would be better suited for people and blog. Now, I've done tests on this, nothing scientific, but when I follow what I just said, it consistently adds about 3 to 5% to my total views. That's right, just by telling YouTube which category fits the video best. This is where you open your AI and ask which YouTube category is best after you've uploaded the script. And if you want me to go through this strategy one-on-one with you and share any of my AI prompts, click the link below and let's have a call. Number 9, strategic chapter. Most people add chapters as an afterthought, or they click that little box that says generate auto chapter. This is another place where people are missing out. Uncheck that box when you're uploading. See, each chapter is another opportunity to be discovered within Google search. If you've ever looked something up on YouTube and searched like Pilates training for women and clicked on one and it starts at like 2 minutes and 14 seconds, that means that the chapter of that video indexed by Google. So Google knew exactly what you were looking for and it took you right there. It didn't make you watch the whole video. It took you right where you wanted. And as technology advances, this will only get more specific. It's why chapters are so important. When I first started out, I had 1 or 2 word chapter descriptions because no one ever told me. So I ended up going back and changing out videos that had intro, tip 1, tip 2, to say things that would actually relate to a search. I think of these like mini headlines that could work as a video title all by themselves. Not only does it make your video more searchable, it feeds YouTube with more data to match your best audience. Number 10. Playlists. What I mean by this is optimized playlists. It's another opportunity to get more traffic. Treat your playlists like their own search terms. Don't just dump videos into a playlist and call it exercise videos. Create keyword-rich titles and descriptions for playlists, just like your video description. Use your AI to help you maximize this. And hey, if you've made it this far in the video, you have what it takes to be successful. If there's anything you need clarity on with your channel and would like the help of a third party's opinion to get you moving forward, invitation to talk is open. So here's what I want you to take away. Too many creators are playing the short game. They're not being strategic and thinking about their YouTube channel like an actual business, something you must invest in to get a return on. They're hoping and praying that something will eventually start happening. Or they think if their next video doesn't get 1,000 views, it's a fail, and they start scrolling the YouTube expert, desperate for the next tip or tactic. They get distracted and lose focus on the things that actually work. I've been doing this for a while now. What I see are people who are building real businesses, successful channels on YouTube. They're playing the long game. They're creating value. They're building an asset, not just content. They don't think of it as content creation. They're entrepreneurs, business owners. And when you optimize everything, a video doesn't perform well for a few days and then fade out. It can keep bringing you views and leads and sales for years. The power of YouTube is unprecedented. On my other channel, there are videos being seen right now, this exact second. How do I know this? Because I can see them being watched around the clock, 24/7. And that channel is growing by hundreds or thousands of views every day, no matter what else is going on in my life. I'm actively in front of a live audience. Tell me another marketing platform with those kind of results. And the videos are creating client opportunity, which is moving me where I want to go. And once you build your channel, build an influence and trust, not because you got lucky, but because you're following a plan and have a strategy. And I know this whole YouTube thing can seem overwhelming. It was for me for the first year. I made mistakes and I paid the price. YouTube does have a lot of nuances and moving pieces. It has to be done with clarity and intention. Otherwise, you'll fall into the abyss of the millions of channels that never go anywhere. This video is a start. You don't have to implement everything at once, but I hope you took notes. If not, go back and watch this again. Start with the basic. Fix your channel keywords, write better titles, optimize your descriptions, and gradually work on everything else. If you're new to this channel, I have a step-by-step guide that walks you through exactly how to get started on YouTube. And it's completely free on ninthambition.com. I highly recommend getting it because it will help you see YouTube and your audience in a different light. You won't be chasing the algorithm, you'll be working with it. Yes, YouTube takes time and effort, I get that, but keep thinking about your audience, the message you have for them. The great thing is that when you help YouTube, it helps you back. Now, if this video was helpful at all, if it gave you perspective or something to think about on your channel, click that subscribe button to join a group of people who are all on the same path. There'll be more videos coming soon, and let me know what you think in the comments. What's your biggest YouTube challenge right now? That will help me with future videos. I read every single comment and respond to each one personally. Thanks for your time. I recommend you watch this one next.